Eleaya in this episode was the only one with the brain cell. Everyone else had lost it. That's it. She gives it to them when they need it. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, aka the Kratz YouTube. Named only by me, and it's named by everyone else. Don't look that up. We are going to be talking about the Miraculous Ladybug United Heroes New York special. Before we start the episode, just a big spoiler alert. If you haven't watched the episode, don't watch this video unless you want to get spoiled. Like, if you do, I'll tell you the juicy details. But also, if you're just an angry 8-year-old who somehow got access to a YouTube account and is going to leave hate down in the comments, go ahead. I really don't care. So the basic premise of the episode is that the class, Marinette, Eleaya, Nino, Adrian, the whole class,
except Lila,
goes to New York for French-American France Friendship Week, I think is what it's called. I don't really know. And basically the beginning premise is that Adrian gets really sad that he doesn't get to go. He doesn't think his dad's gonna let him. But of course, Hawkmoth is back at it again with the white vans. I'm sorry, I had to. So Hawkmoth, or Gabriel, ends up letting Adrian go to New York with all of his friends. Not after Marinette had to bust into the house, though. Because she just has to, you know? She has to. Throughout the whole premise of the episode, Marinette's like,
oh, we're just friends, it's fine, I have a crush on him, he's lying, of course.
Because, yeah, we need another Lila. So they land in New York, and they start meeting all of the new heroes. I forgot their names. What are their names? So they end up meeting new heroes or the new characters that you've probably seen in the promos. And if you don't, look them up, because I can't remember anything about them. Except that one girl was a machine and the other one had dangling earrings. That's it. Did they even say their names in the episode? That's my question. Were their names even said? Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but like, what are their names? I can't find them. So these girls are now all of a sudden trying to put Adrian and Marinette together. They're trying to set them up. Like, I love Adrianette, Lady Noir, that whole ship as much as the next MLB fan, but oh my goodness, can we just focus on like the lore and not the romance for once? Because it was just annoying. You don't need them being set up. We really don't.
You don't even know them, for one.
So their plan eventually backfires, trying to put Adrian and Marinette together. They end up affecting the other superheroes, the older ones. So the younger superheroes, they have to all get together and help them lose control from Hawkmoth. That's kind of the whole premise of the episode. There's a bunch of like little details sprinkled in with it, but that's really the briefest explanation I can give. I'm just gonna say some things that I liked. I thought the intro was really cool for this episode. That was a really cool intro. The new characters were pretty okay. Again, I don't really remember anything about them. They were that forgettable. I thought that the costumes were really cool. The Hawk? Is that Hawk? Falcon?
Whatever.
For the younger girl, her costume was really cool. I really liked it. The other one looked like Cleopatra, but in the worst way. I mean, what is this?
You better stop!
So, what I ended up doing watching this episode, I took a bunch of notes on it. I think I have at least 3 pages of notes. I think it's just complaining about it, honestly. So I'm just gonna go through this. This is more of like a rantish video, but I have kind of organized it. I don't know. Why was Mr. Pigeon in this episode? We've already established that nobody likes him. Why is he here? Can he go? So one thing was consistency. We need consistency. It's just how a show is good. We don't want random things happening that we aren't aware about. Have we ever seen those new suits before? Where'd they come from? Also, Adrian has this app on his phone now. Where did that come from? Please tell me. Where did it come from? I would love to know. Tell me, please! I also thought that the voices were really weird in this episode. Nino sounded so different. I know Nino was not voiced by the regular Nino. The Nino we love, the Nino we adore, the Nino we love. Again, we love him. Was he voiced by Bryce Papenbrook? He was voiced by that. He was voiced by Bryce, right? Because that was so obvious. It's just like bad on their part. The fact that it was so obvious is embarrassing. Can you guys get a voice double or anything? They've done that before, right? They can get voice doubles. Another problem I had with the episode was the fact that Marinette is still a stalker. She literally is still a stalker. We all know from the Cat Blanc episode about how disgustingly freaky that was.
Adrian sent.
But yeah, she's still a stalker, guys. She hasn't changed. She really hasn't. She's still the same. Except for the fact that she's constantly she's doing the Adrian saying,
We're just friends, it's fine. We're just friends, guys, it's okay, we're just
Another thing that isn't different is Chloe. Chloe. Oh yes, sir. I don't hate Chloe. I hate Lila. Can we just get like a character arc? We almost got one. And doesn't Thomas Astruck still hate her? Why? Why? Can we just have a character development for Chloe? We know she can be good. Also, what was this romance with Sabrina? Like, that was so creepy. The guy just comes to her window, like,
Hi.
and she's like, and Chloe's just like, I thought the animation was pretty cool. The animation looked a lot better. I know there was a whole thing about being done by two different companies or two different animation groups, but it looked a lot better, I feel like. Another thing with the animation, can we stop getting close-ups on Hawkmoth's face? It's just low-key ugly, and I really don't like it. Okay, this is something I had. Maybe people don't really care, because it's not that big of a deal, but the made-up lore, can we not bend history to fit your show, Zagtoon, or Thomas Astruck? Can we not? Can we not? Can we not? Can we not? Can we not mess up history to prove your show? Doesn't need to happen. We don't need to make up lore. You know what we can do? We can build on the lore you already have. Adrian's mom, anyone? Adrian's mom? It's time for the awards ceremony for the most, the trooper, the champ. Everybody, we need to give Luca a round of applause. Luca is such a champ. He's still the kindest person to Marinette after knowing she already has a crush on Adrian. And he has a crush on her. He's such a sweetheart. Alright, let's take a little segue into the airplane scene. Where were the flight attendants? This is a plane, packed with people going on a flight to another country. There should at least be, flight attendants. Because people are walking on and off during the plane. Is that allowed? I've never traveled to another country or overseas, so I don't know what it's like, but
Flight attendants are there, right?
where were they? Okay, I don't know why, but I have creep everywhere on these notes. I think it might have been Gabriel. Okay, can we talk about Adrian Cat Noir and how he was treated in this episode? Because it ain't right. It ain't right. It is not right. Number one, Kagami, please leave. Let's look on the fact that Adrian was sad. He was upset. Everyone has bad days, right? I'm not the only one. He had a bad day. He wants to go. He doesn't think his dad's going to let him because we all know what happens with Gabriel. We've watched this show before. So he's sad. He has a reason to be sad. That's just normal. Kagami! Let me just do a little skit to play it out for you.
Hi, Adrian.
Why are you so bad today?
I'm just really sad today. I I just don't think my dad will let me go to New York.
Really? Well, you were still horrible at fencing today, so I think you should stop so you can stop getting butt kicked by me.
I will punch you. I'll do fencing with you.
I can probably stab you.
So one of the main things about this episode that really made me angry was the whole thing that Adrian caused the main climax to happen. So, if you haven't watched the episode, which you should probably watch it, spoiler alert, remember, Adrian was supposed to stay in New York because they needed someone to protect the city. We found out that there's an Akuma in Paris, and that's a problem. But, we found out there's an Akuma in Paris. And Ladybug is not happy that when she's in New York, she also sees Cat Noir. She's like,
Why are you still here? You have to go back to, you have to leave.
so then they get in this huge argument, and Ladybug starts going,
I lost my trust for you.
and Cat Noir, she knows he has his cataclysm, and that distracts him from using it, and they almost kill, one of the robot girl, and now everybody's mad at Chat. Excuse me, that was not his fault! Marinette knows well and clear that he has cataclysm, and in cataclysm, and just like she's using her lucky charm, he needs to be focused to use it. Why the heck did she just go,
I don't trust you anymore.
you know that's not gonna be good. You know, think, girl, use your brain.
I know you don't have one, just use it.
Because the next thing we know, everybody's mad at Chat. Everyone! They're all blaming him. Ladybug gets nothing. And it's so upsetting to me. That did not need to happen. Can we at least get something in the episode where it just goes, oh yeah, it was actually not Chat's fault. And poor Adrian decides that he's not good enough to be a miraculous holder.
And gives up the miraculous.
Oh my goodness! Don't do that, you are okay. I was so upset. Marinette's not getting any blame. She is not getting anything for this. It's just so sad. The rest of the episode is just angry. Another problem, they casually just killed thousands, millions of people.
We love murder.
Yeah. So all in end, they all are fine. They all live happily ever after. From then on the episode, I didn't really have many problems with it. I thought it was okay.
But oh my goodness, this episode was a train wreck and made me want to cry.
When things start coming out of people actually talking about and reviewing the episode, I'm gonna start watching those.
But
Until then, I'm just gonna be crying about how bad the show has gone. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk about a children's show that I probably don't need to talk about. Thank you, and